SR Radio. You, me, or hum.
You are listening to SR Radio. You, me, or hum.
We have the power to win the world. Let's go, everybody.
You tune into SR Radio, you, me, or hum. This is RJ Ruby. How you doing? Hope all is well with you. Today, I'm in conversation with the CEO of Essar Power, Kush. Thank you very much for joining us on the show. So please tell us about the business today and what are the biggest plans for the near future?
Essar Power today operates 1200 megawatt imported coal-based thermal power plant in Salaya, Jamnagar, Gujarat. 120 megawatt gas-fired power plant in Algoma, Canada, and a 437 kilometer ISTS licensed transmission system connecting Madhya Pradesh with the state of Gujarat.
Wow, that is amazing. So how can SR employees participate in this growth journey?
SR employees can participate in this growth journey by aligning themselves with the organization goal, getting geared up for evolving themselves for energy transition, adding value to themselves by virtue of due homework required for knowledge enhancement, market update, technology update, and peers mapping. A fire in each one's belly to create history and bring the company to the heights it so deserves to be at.
Absolutely. I guess that's why they say that fire in your belly is there for a reason. So do not ignore it, rather let it burn. So please tell us, what are the 3 traits that you constantly hone to be a good leader?
The 3 traits I constantly hone to be a good leader are constant value addition, both individual and as a team member, teamwork, and lead from the front as a deserving brand ambassador of the company. Brand name to me is one which helps people fathom who you belong to when you get lost. And SR, I believe, is a very strong brand name, and I strive to be a true brand ambassador of the company each day.
Well, all I can say is you mentor us so wonderfully and you're the driving force behind everything that we do, and you truly are an inspiration. So also please tell us that as a leader, what excites you about the next phase of growth at SR?
As a leader, what excites me most in the next phase of growth at SR is the energy transition initiative, the innovation involved with it and associated with it, and the scope to think, study, discuss, participate, contribute, execute, and make a new vision convert to reality.
Well, that is amazing. So please tell us the best piece of advice you have ever received.
The best piece of advice I have ever received was that from my father, who used to tell me, strive to be a deserving team leader, working as a true brand ambassador of the company, and as a missionary on a mission, and not as an executive on an assignment.
Wow, that truly is very, very inspiring. And please also tell me a passion or hobby that you've been pursuing recently.
The passion and hobby I have been pursuing recently, or rather been pursuing since ages, is reading. I'm a voracious reader and I love to read.
Wow, reading is such a great hobby. I think that's why they say, a book is a gift you can open again and again. And I also believe that something very magical can happen when you read a good book. So sometime back you were telling us about a piece of advice that you have received. Now, one piece of advice that you would offer to young members of the workforce today.
The one piece of advice I would offer to all young members of the workforce today is keep the fire in your belly always burning and alive.
That's extremely motivating, and that's the energy that keeps us going, Mr. Kush. But please tell me, while you keep the fire in your belly alive, what is the secret to your work-life balance?
The secret to my work-life balance is I following like a true believer one quote which has been the guiding philosophy of my life is, God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference.
That is truly a very, very powerful quote. And if you can actually follow it, all of us are going to be very, very happy. I'm going to just repeat that once again. Grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Like living one day at a time, enjoying one moment at a time and taking this world as it is. I think अगर हम सब ने ये follow करना start कर दिया, and if we start believing in it, it's going to make such a big difference in our lives as well. So I've got a few rapid fire questions for you. Please tell me the 3 things that you carry in your briefcase at all times.
The 3 things I always carry in my briefcase are a book, a pen, and a notepad.
Well, I actually guessed it because you said you love reading. I'm sure that's something, a book is something that you always will carry with you. Please also tell me a leader that inspires you the most.
The leader who has inspired me most all life and will continue to do is Swami Vivekananda.
Wonderful. Swami Vivekananda truly is a great teacher, somebody who has inspired all of us. And I'm going to end the show with a quote that has made a big difference to my life as well, where he says, "It's the strong man who stands up and says, I will make my fate." It's a strong man who stands up and says, I will make my fate. With that, we come to the end of today's show. I'm going to see you soon. Take care of yourself and have a wonderful week ahead.
We have the power to win the world. Let's go, let it
SR Radio. You, me, or hum.